entire defensive force are now rationed by the commanding officers to half a cup of tea a day. Which, to be quite honest, as a British soldier, is about the worst thing that could possibly happen.
That's not what I'd expect,
yes. Yes, so, now, the Japanese are creeping up here. Don't forget, here is a tennis court. This is how close things are getting. Men are throwing grenades, stones, whatever they can find at each other at a distance of tennis courts. But pretty soon, 2nd Division and various other elements are pushing through and all of a sudden crash into the village of Zubso where the Japanese have had their artillery and overrun it and capture it.
Last, I've lost my artillery. Yes. And that's a really good artillery position as well.
Yeah, it's good for us now because we can now start hitting you. But don't forget, it's more or less indirect fire. Mortars and mountain guns of the British Army are now trying to pound the Japanese out within feet of the British. So it's getting, soldiers there say, our mortars are landing within a few feet of our trenches to try and dislodge the Japanese. They're not that accurate, they're reasonably accurate, but they're not that accurate. So the Japanese are also being shelled as well as the British by the British down here. But slowly and inexorably, our forces, much, much stronger force, are pushing forwards. There we are.
So you have done remarkably well, sir. This is actually. But we haven't taken the final objective. That's the trouble. And I have another major problem.
Sorry, can I just point out you've also heavily bombed the hospital, killing all the wounded inside, 2 doctors, and destroying all the medical equipment. So we're now.
Good work. Well
so if you get a splinter, you can't get a plaster now. So.
Right. Now, everything's taken slightly longer than it was meant to have done. My troops are doing the best they can, but even though we're picking up the rations from here, it's not enough for our vast army who've had to carry all their supplies. So as a result, we are beginning to get hungry, we are beginning to get short of ammunition, and to be honest, my army is getting in a bit of a ragtag state.
Yeah, don't forget, this entire assault is dependent on capturing Dimapur here. That's where they're going to be resupplied. We haven't quite got there yet.
No, we haven't yet beaten this hill. It's still not enough. We've got a little bit of a problem, and now the Allied relief force is coming in up here. Well, at least they won't go
That's very, very steep.
Yeah, good.
Well, why don't you ask for some support? I mean, Imphal's only over there, isn't it? I mean, they've got thousands and thousands of men.
Yes, that's a very good idea. Sure. That's an excellent idea. I'll get on my radio equipment, I'll radio to headquarters, and I will ask for some support to be sent. Right. So